Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between green hills, lived an old teacher named Arun. He was wise, kind, and loved by everyone. But more than anything, Arun loved teaching life lessons through simple stories and objects. One morning, Arun invited his 3 students, Ravi, Leela, and Samia, into his small classroom. On the table in front of them sat a large empty glass jar, a bag of rocks, a bowl of pebbles, a handful of sand, and a jug of water. Arun asked, "Do you think this empty jar can hold all of these things?" The students looked at the items and shook their heads. "Not everything," said Samia confidently. Arun smiled and began to fill the jar with the large rocks. Soon, it looked full. "Is it full now?" he asked. "Yes," they all replied. Without a word, Arun picked up the bowl of pebbles and poured them in. The pebbles rolled between the gaps left by the rocks. He shook the jar gently until the pebbles settled. "Now," he asked again. "Now it's full," said Ravi. Next, Arun took the handful of sand and let it flow into the jar. It slipped through the cracks, filling every tiny space. The students laughed. "Okay, now it's definitely full." Finally, Arun poured the water into the jar. It soaked into the sand and filled it to the very top. Then he looked at them and said, "This jar represents your life. The rocks are the most important things: your family, health, friends, and dreams. The pebbles are the other things that matter: school, job, house, car. The sand is the small stuff, arguments, material things, distractions. And the water, that's everything extra you didn't think you had room for: joy, kindness, and time for others." He paused and then said, "If I had poured the water, sand, or pebbles in first, would there have been room for the rocks?" The students shook their heads. Arun smiled gently. "So always remember, put your big rocks in first. The rest will fit in around them. But if you spend all your energy on the small things, you never have room for what truly matters." Then, from his bag, he pulled out 2 apples and handed them to the students. "This," he said, "is for sharing with someone today. Because the best lesson of all is this: no matter how full your jar is, there's always room to be kind." And with that, he walked away, leaving behind full hearts, and 2 apples ready to spread kindness. Moral of the story: prioritize what truly matters in life. Focus on your big rocks first: family, health, love, purpose, and everything else will find its place. And no matter how busy you are, there's always room to be kind.